So I guess I'll preface this preface this by saying I don't really know too much about Boogie2988, so I'm hoping this documentary will teach me a lot, because he's always been on like the peripherals for me. I get maybe his prime was even like a little too early for me in my YouTube knowledge. Even like I'd probably put him in the same category as McJuggernuggets, but I might be totally off base with that. Like I said, I don't really know like anything about this guy. He's always just been like in my peripherals when it comes to exploring YouTube. I don't even think I've seen a single video of his. It's always just like people reacting to it, or just like clips that that I've seen on other channels that are talking about him. But I don't, the mythos surrounding him is not one that I'm familiar with at all. So I do hope that this will teach me. But it's by Mike Klum, and I guess it's I was reading the comments a little bit, and I guess this is like his first documentary, or his first like feature. I'm not sure, but it's like pretty well received, it sounds like. I've heard that there's like a almost like a sex scene in it, so we will have to, yeah, I think it's right there. Yep. So we'll have to skip past that a little bit. We'll have to do, or not even skip around, but I can just make my face cam big when it comes to that. But yeah, without further ado, I guess grab some snacks, grab a drink, just curl up, and we're gonna watch the dark sad. We're gonna watch the dark sad life of Boogie2988.
When I'm on my deathbed, the biggest regret I will ever have is knowing that I had a job that every person in the world would fucking kill for, and I fucked it up. I'm gonna be mad about that till I go to the fucking grave.
Boogie2988, he's a legend of YouTube. He's been around forever.
Oh, page 3. I'm doing good. Oh, thanks for the follow. I'm doing good. Shit. I missed that text. For a period of 9 months. Jesus, this guy stayed with him for 9 months? Why would you do that?
One girl, I don't know if I should talk about this, Mike, but I'm going to. There was one girl that I
Oh, poor guy.
liked a lot of childish things. She liked rubber ducks. That's why I have some of these.
It looks a lot different from what I remember him. I know he lost weight, but did he get new teeth? Okay, he did. Okay. I think that's what was fucking throwing me off.
And one of my favorite memories with her is us sitting in this tub, her playing with rubber ducks as I washed her, and then when we got out, I took her to bed. One of the best nights of my life, Mike. It happened right here.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
How do you... Is he just like spending and spending and spending and spending and just not saving at all? He's not making any money. He's not invested in anything. Oh, never mind. He's talking about it now. I should have just waited.
For the longest time, my ex-wife handled that shit, but then I got divorced. I don't know where my money is. I don't know what it's doing. The only thing I've ever done with it is I threw it into crypto and then lost a shitload of it.
Okay, so at that point, if you have somebody else handling your money, like your ex-wife, and you have a large sum of money, why would you not hire a financial advisor or just like somebody along those lines? It just doesn't make any sense why it's like the same as as like a football player just pissing it all away in 5 years after their contract ends.
Well, here's everything. If you want to see, there's $2,000.
Oh, he's been in that tub for a while.
dollars in my bank account right now, and let's see if mortgages come out yet. So tomorrow, when they take mortgage out, I'll have about $700.
His mortgage is $2,000
when I get paid again from YouTube. So I'm just going to live off of $700, and I'll probably sell some cards along the way and use that money to make ends meet as well. I have a credit card with them that I owe $600 on.
Jesus.
And on top of that, I still owe $163,000 on my house. I think my net worth is zero.
Where does he live?
Pull the equity out of the house, get rid of the house debt, sell off all my collectibles, and pay off all my debts. I think that puts me at $0.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm worthless.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad he's at least like self-aware of that, but what the fuck? I'm confused by the living off of $700. Hold on.
What it's doing? The only thing I've ever done with it is I threw it into crypto and then lost a shitload of it. Well, here's everything. If you want to see, there's $2,758 in my bank account right now, and let's see if mortgages come out yet. So tomorrow, when they take mortgage out, I'll have about $700 to live off of until the 20th, when I get paid again from YouTube. So I'm just going to live off of $700, and I'll probably sell some cards along the way and use that money to...
I don't know if it's just me. I don't know what other bills he has or how expensive his other bills are, but like as a 22-year-old in poverty, I could totally make $700 work for 20 days. I could live off of that for 20 days.
I have a credit card with them that I owe $600 on, and on top of that, I still owe $100.
If you know what you're doing, and I don't, you can live off of $700.
Once you pull the equity out of the house, get rid of the house debt,
not like a live off of, but
all my collectibles, and pay off all my debts, I think that puts me at $0. Shit. I'm worthless. Yeah, this is the hard part.
Oh, I hadn't considered. He still has that $600 credit card bill he has to pay. But if he pays that, then he can just use the credit card again. You know, it is a cycle, but it seems like he's kind of cool with that. He doesn't...
But my best feature, this is the one the ladies love. I call it my meat apron.
Oh.
Meat curtains. There's a second one. I have 2 glorious meat curtains. I don't like showing it to people, and people don't like seeing it.
So don't. Please. Like, I really don't want to be an asshole, but you really should save that $200,000 to remove the excess skin.
So that's why I'm going to die alone. Well, my real name is Steve Williams. I'm known online as Boogie.
That's a super normal name.
There's a lot of famous Steve
I thought his name would be like,
I started the
I don't
YouTube
know. I
channel
thought it'd be
back
also
in
normal, but it'd be like
2006,
Dave.
right at the very beginning. And
He looks like a
got
Dave.
famous for comedy sketches as well as like life vlogs and just sharing my personal life with other people.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you. My ankle on my left leg and head. But that's just the kind of woman I married. So give her some love in the comment section.
That's his house? That's the house he owes so much money on with his mortgage? Where does he live? That's insane. That's a normal house. That's a normal house. That's in like a cul-de-sac.
Trying to figure out how to save my career.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live again through the power of the internet. Today, let's talk a little bit about why you got to do better than I did. Right?
Is he trying to give like life advice?
You guys told everybody this is the center of my world, right here, in this recliner, with my dogs, watching television.
Okay. This is why people have to learn to live within their means, right? Why are his expenses $2,058 more than what he is making at this point? And I mean, like, $5,000 a month in income is not a lot at all. That is poverty level. He should probably sell his house and downsize, sell his collectibles, stuff like that. Like, he is, as far as I can tell, he is really putting himself, he's really just like victimizing himself, and not even like as a pull yourself up by the bootstraps sort of thing, but just even like he reminds me of my dad. We can discuss further later.
Playing video games on that television, but the other day the audio on this TV started to go out, and whenever it would make like S sounds, it would crackle. And so I know I'm budgeting, but I immediately went to Amazon and bought a sound bar for $100. And then the next day the TV stopped crackling, and now I have a $100 sound bar that I don't need. But I know I'm supposed to be budgeting right now.
Bro, you can return it. You can return that. Amazon does returns. You can return that. I know it's annoying to return it. You have to go to the fucking post office to send it back or whatever, but what the hell? You can return that. You don't... You can return the $100 soundbar.
Because it's the only thing I do. It's one of the only things that bring me peace. Like, I'm like, I have to be able to hear my fucking TV.
What a baby. You have a phone.
Like,
just watch it on your phone, man.
I'll just do enough heroin.
Get a smaller TV.
OD'd on heroin, right? So I guess every addict tries to manage the addiction, but I don't know, man. We were talking about compulsive spending a minute ago? Yeah. Dude, I spent a lot
I mean,
of
I
stuff,
guess being an addict does
a lot of
explain
money
so
on
much of it.
You know where a lot of the money went? And like it felt really compulsive at the time.
Oh. Let's do that. Between 2018... Oh, shit. Let me back that up so that I can read it out loud. I don't know what it's going to show.
Really compulsive at the time.
I want to be safe. Better safe than sorry. So let's see. Between 2018 and 2021, Boogie spent over $200,000 on sex workers across the US. That's literally the money he needs to remove the excess skin. Okay, yeah, there's mental health stuff going on here. Again, I know nothing about him.
I am a former sex worker escort.
One of his escorts agreed to anonymous interview.
From LA, and I get a message on this website. You can probably guess which one, from this guy who looked a lot like Boogie.
It's probably Boogie.
Women on vacations, and I took them out to fancy dinners, and I took them to, like,
$40,000 a year.
He bought me dinner. He got me a purse that we were talking about over messages.
Purse with
and
$1,000.
a couple gift cards and he
$500
spent
gift
over
cards.
5,000 on just that night.
You know the rules. The rules are we're gonna go out and eat. We're gonna have dinner. Maybe we're gonna fuck. And you're gonna enjoy a nice lifestyle that you don't normally get to enjoy.
So he was really funny and definitely tell he was nervous. He did eat a lot of food. I'm pretty sure he got 2 entrees, which was very unique.
It's not a revelation.
Are we shocked?
I like beautiful women. I like to hang out with beautiful women, fuck beautiful women. We all do. I never got to do that. The women I dated were pretty, sure, but they were like Arkansas 8s, not LA 10s.
Ew.
I got to fuck some LA 10s, and I think that's cool.
We got back to the hotel, and I do regret to say that I slept with Boogie2988. Overall,
The
experience,
escort
and I don't mean to fat shame
regrets.
anything, but there was rules upon rules upon rules, and it
Oh.
took me a lot of time to find a stick. I am now married with 2 kids, and sleeping with Boogie is one of the reasons I quit sex work.
Oh
Is that
god.
sexist to me? Sure.
Oh my god. That's tragic. I don't know how you live after hearing something like that. That's awful. The income from her night with Boogie helped fund her nursing degree?
Is
Oh
that
my
woman
god.
using me? Sure, I don't really care. I'm a 48-year-old man.
God damn it.
I never got to fuck a model. This let me fuck a couple of models. Is that wrong? Here we have some of the women in this area that are local and ready to go out. They'll go to dinner with you. They'll go to a show with you. Maybe they'll come back to your place. But they are expecting something in exchange. But then it's window shopping, right? Like any other meat market like Tinder. You scroll down the list of
Meat
photos until you
market?
find someone that looks interesting.
I don't like that he just described it as a meat market. That's so... That's actually disgusting. That's fucking foul.
To you. I think this girl's really cute. Oh yeah.
No wonder he's single.
She's definitely a little thicker than I necessarily would always go for, but there's nothing wrong with that. So I deserve to.
You can't say that. Like, you specifically can't say that. Oh my god. The fucking 300-pound man is upset that she's not to his standard.
With a beautiful girl, right? I deserve to go to New York and explore Times Square with a beautiful girl, right? Like I deserve that, and I want
Why?
that, and I've never had it.
Why?
Man, if I had that money back.
Why do you deserve it? Why do you deserve it? Who the fuck are you, man? Who the fuck are you? You're Boogie2988. I deserve it. I deserve to go to Disney World with a beautiful girl.
That would be half of my mortgage.
I deserve it.
That $1,000 is my entire health insurance payment. I don't know what the prostitutes did with it. I hope they spend it in good health. But I should use that shit right now.
What a fucking scumbag.
You wanna go for a walk? So you can. He knows. You can't tell me he doesn't know.
He's gonna. Never mind.
Yo, up, baby. I know. We'll go in a second. I gotta prep your brother. He's great.
No leashes? Okay, one leash. And your dog's on the road.
I know how much these things mean to you. What's it like to have to sell them to be able to live?
So selling off these things kind of sucks. Because I've been playing Magic for 30 years, and some of the cards in this box I opened back in 1994. I opened them in like 96, and I've held on to them ever since. And that's like they're a piece of my childhood. They're a piece of my history. I thought I was gonna get buried with this stuff. This is my stuff. This is me. This is part of me. And I made some money off of YouTube last month, but I did not make enough without a sponsor or something like that. I'm not making
Oh
enough.
my
So we're gonna
god.
go to the game shop.
Not even $3,000.
Keep me from going out on the streets, right? Like, this is gonna keep me in a house. So I think
It is sad that he has to like part with such a large part of him. Like it is depressing to see, but if he had just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've had to do the same shit before. I'm like in the same situation now, and it's just like so. It's so depressing to see somebody who is capable of getting out of that same situation and just won't at all.
it's bittersweet. I think he would find it bittersweet. He would have wished I'm selling magic cards on Whatnot. I'm selling collectibles on eBay.
Why doesn't he
I'm
just
selling
declare
arcade
bankruptcy?
machines locally. I'll sell it all. And I'm going to sell enough to help with mortgage. But I'm also going to sell enough to be able to play Magic tonight.
He should also get on like
I
food
don't
stamps and
want
housing
people wondering
assistance.
Why I'm not there. I don't want people like knowing I'm broke. Like, that's embarrassing. I can't afford $30 to play Magic. So I'm spending $30 to play Magic tonight. Okay.
No one fucking cares, dude.
I need from you.
No one cares. He's like justifying it to himself, but in reality, no one cares. You walk into that game store, no one gives a shit, man. No one fucking cares. Like, no one cares that you're not spending money to play Magic that day. It's totally chill. You're fine, man. You don't have to... I mean, obviously, he's like... He can't help himself from spending it, and so he's justifying it to himself. So, yeah, he's just like an addict. He's a shopaholic, guys. He's just a little shopaholic. It's fine. Boogie be shopping.
Mortgage. So I needed to pick out like $1,000 for stuff. Like, there's a couple of cradles in there. There's a City of Traders in there.
Well, I could do 200 apiece on those.
What? Dude, I thought we were looking more like 400, 450 on each of these. 175 is what it's down to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Those suckers.
Good Lord, that took a beating. Fuck, these are reserved list cards, Glenn.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere but up.
Okay. Well, you say that, but the dual land is down.
That is true. He's like, they're not going anywhere but up after like the market just crashed. As someone who like lost so much money in crypto, you should know that it's not that simple.
I mean, yeah, all right. As long as I'm getting mortgage money, as long as I get some cards every night, okay. You gave me these back.
Mm-hmm.
You want to settle on them until I come back in here, because I'm not going to sell them to anybody else but you.
Okay.
Make it 3 chicken quesadillas.
What's paying for this?
Shit, you're paying me back my hair. That don't hurt. Yeah.
I'm speechless. I'm fucking speechless. The dude making the movie about you gave you $15 for Taco Bell because you couldn't pay for it. Why the fuck did you go to Taco Bell? Why the fuck did you go to Taco? Oh my god, man. This is why he's broke.
We all look the same in a game shop. It's because we're fucking outcasts. We're in a kind of small town. We're fucking autistic as shit. We're awkward around women. We're awkward around people. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. And then I come back here and I'm looking at all the shit I need to sell. And I'm surrounded by all the shit that I bought for YouTube videos and stuff. And it's hard to not think about what a fuck up I am. But that's why I go to the arcade. That's why I go to play Magic. That's why I have my friends over. Because for just a few hours, I'm not that fuck up.
He's also like a hoarder. It's not even like his collectibles add something to the space. They are taking up space. It's ridiculous.
I'm just me. Oh, this is my Saturday night crew. We get together every Saturday.
Like, look at that. Every single horizontal surface is covered in something. Everything, every piece of wall, every horizontal, every table. Like, it is packed to the gills with shit. He could sell so much and he would still have like a good, decent sized collection.
Pizza, we play
He's
Magic,
a hoarder.
we play board games, we do Smash Brothers. Magic the Gathering, this is my crack, this is my cocaine. I met him at the magic shop. Now him I met at the magic shop. This guy I met at the magic shop. This guy I met at the magic shop. This guy I met because he was roommates with a friend I met at the magic shop. Okay, so I have $1 million question
They really do look all alike.
for you guys. Every Saturday we get together. Every Saturday I order what? Pizza, chicken fingers, tacos. Those are the things I normally get us, right? Like, I normally spend like $100, $150 every Saturday to like feed us. And
$150 every single Saturday is insane. For someone making not even $3,000 a month, that is not sustainable.
like, I showed them my bank books today, and I'm not like, I've never wanted to burden you guys with this, but like, I'm at a point where saving $300 a month would be useful.
I mean, we've
$600
been
a month.
telling you for years that we don't care about the food that much.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I like having snacks and soda when I'm over here because I don't eat those at my house.
Right.
But we've definitely said it throughout the years. Like, you don't have to feed us, but
know
you
I
do
know.
it anyway. So
When are we going to start bringing girlfriends around? Also, when are we going to start bringing girlfriends around that aren't hookers? Because that's all I've brought around for 5 years. I mean, like, we haven't had like legitimate girlfriends over in a long time. You haven't dated in a while. You haven't dated in a while.
I mean, yeah, a while out. That's fair enough. Yeah.
I mean, you've like had some. I think you had like.
I think he's a good guy, yeah. I think that
Boogie just casually roasting his friends to make himself feel better. It also seems like they didn't even really know that they the people he was bringing around were hookers, because everyone else is like, wait, what? They're looking at each other like, what? It wasn't his girlfriend?
Boogie's definitely a good guy.
I don't think so.
His friends and his family, and he cares about people a lot, and he cares about what people think about him a lot. He's a fun person to be around and to laugh and make jokes with. And sometimes
He's got a mask.
We have like really personal conversations, and I enjoy getting to know him in that way as well.
Willing to do things for us. He's offered to, take care of us, or offered us a room if he needs it. He's still going to make some of the same jokes. We all have a sort of dry sense of humor.
Sincere kindness. It doesn't always show up, but he does have a lot of compassion for people.
I think he's just a guy with good and bad. But I don't think he's as bad as a lot of corners of the internet think he is.
I think as long as he stops tweeting the.
Yeah, I'm just like really here because I got dragged along. He's just, I mean, if I were to think of a guy, I'd think of Boogie. I'd think of Boogie, you know?
N-word, he'll be fine. As he stops tweeting the N-word, he'll be fine.
The N-word is just a word. If you guys left and these cameras weren't rolling and I was sitting here alone in the dark and I said the N-word, there's no magic power to it.
So say it.
Oh no, I'm not going to say it on camera where it could hurt somebody. I like offensive humor. I like dark jokes. I say fucked up shit. I think the darker something is, cancer.
I mean, obviously, like, leave it to a white guy to say that it has, like, holds no power. It's just a word. Words are just words, man. You're just a fucking pussy if they hurt you.
Rape, murder, child abuse. The darker it is, the more important it is to make jokes about it.
What?
I feel, I'm sorry.
God.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. I mean, I didn't go through it. I'm still alive. She's dead. And, yep, so fuck her. And now she's dead. That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color, or is it not? I don't know. Someone says you can't put your finger into a clitoris. Somebody here doesn't have a scalpel handy. You splay that fucker just right, you can wrap it all around your fingers. You gotta shave real thin.
Oh my.
Ooh, that's disturbing.
Oh my god. That's fucking disgusting. That is disgusting. That's not even like controversial. That's just like disturbing. That's not. Dude, that's not dark humor. What's the joke? That you're like maiming? Killing? Like what? It's so edgy for the sake of being edgy.
No, I plan to shoot you, bud.
You pointing a gun at me?
Yes. Is this what we have to do?
Where it really went south is when one guy
What the
spent like a month
fuck?
of his time gathering every link, every video clip, everything I'd ever said or done since 1998, and he compiled it into this one huge mega thread. It's like 10, 15 pages long. And every time my name would get mentioned on Reddit moving forward, they would all link to that mega thread. Well, these people on Reddit began to bombard my
Is there more?
sponsors
Oh my
to make
god.
me look as bad as
No, hold on, go back. I wanted to read the whole thing. God damn it.
Reddit began to bombard my sponsors to make
Abused his wife, supported child abusers, had attraction to minors, mocked racial minorities. So far, 2 of those he's done on camera. Lied about mental health diagnoses, claimed good things came from the Holocaust. What the fuck? Oh my god. Threatened to kill his own dog. He used his friend's death to promote his new channel. Made fun of a child for having divorced parents. Well, I can't imagine why he got divorced. Threatened suicide to guilt fans into support. I gotta turn off closed captions. Faked harassment emails to gain sympathy. Flirted with his friend's widow after his death. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Misused Patreon funds on personal toys. Shocker. Manipulated his sugar babies and girlfriends. Lied about weight loss progress to gain support. God damn it, shocker. Blamed his audience for not meeting New Year's resolutions. What? How do you even blame anyone besides yourself for not meeting New Year's resolutions? Unless one of your New Year's resolutions is like, I really want to go to Death Valley and see the plateau, and now you can't because like it's underwater. That's the only way I can see you missing a New Year's resolution because it's not your fault. How does your audience make you miss your New Year's resolution? And why the fuck are you gonna flirt with your friend's widow after your friend dies? That's like the most fucked up thing you can do.
me look as bad as possible. Every time I got a new sponsor, they would bombard me. And eventually they dropped me.
Zoinks. Jesus Christ. That's... Dude, just get a job. Get a job at this point. I think in 2021 is when he should have gotten a regular job. Then he might have been able to, like, sustain his life.
Into 1988, you ready to go back to my childhood? Because that's what's behind the star. You know what? Do you want to know what this represents to me? This is everything that was good about my childhood. And when I walk back in here, it's like going back in time, except
I've heard of people peaking as, like, teenagers, peaking in high school, peaking in college. I don't think I've ever heard of somebody peaking as a child.
Completely shitty.
Is that a thing?
So this
Is that a normal thing?
The classic. I mean, I even have a Pac-Man tattoo. This is the game I most identify with because it's about a little round guy running through a maze, trying to figure shit out, eating everything in sight, and getting chased by ghosts of his past.
Has he always been?
Basically Pac-Man. I know, it's simple fun.
Has he always been fat, or did you think of that reasoning, like, after the fact?
And, I mean, look at the guy. He looks like me. I might have sprained it or broken it or something.
Good God.
Walking to the bathroom in there, and there was a loud snap sound, and things kind of shifted in one direction, and now my foot is swelling into my shoe.
There was a loud snap sound. No, there wasn't, bro. Shut the fuck up.
It's the fun part about being old.
The great thing about narcissists is that you can always tell when they're lying because their mouth is open.
You don't know if today is that stroke or heart attack you've been waiting on, or if it's going to be a healthy day and you feel real good for a change. You never know.
Oh my God, is he dead?
So I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was like, did I completely miss that?
Make 50? Yeah, probably. That's only 2 years away. Do I think I'll make 60, which is 12 years away? Probably not. Here's everything that's wrong with Boogie. Low testosterone. Testicular hypogonadism.
I assume the low testosterone is because of his diet. What is testicular hypergonadism? Is that enlarged testicles? I believe so. I shouldn't Google that on stream. Hypogonadism means the testicles don't produce enough of the male sex hormone testosterone. Oh, well, so no, his low testosterone is caused by his hypogonadism. So why are those those don't need to be listed twice?
Sleep apnea. Swelling due to blockages of lymphatic flow. Seborrheic eczema. Chronic.
I don't know what seborrheic eczema is either. Let me find out. Seborrheic eczema. It's like just your like scalp. A skin condition that causes scaly patches and red skin mainly on the scalp. So it's just like dermatitis. Right? Oh, it's dermatitis on your scalp. Because eczema is Jesus Christ. Protein in urine. Probably because of his diet.
Protein in urine. That's from kidney damage, folks. That is everything keeping me alive. We have losartan, tramadol, bupropion, sertraline. Did I deal with back pain? I deal with nightmares. I'm always tired. I don't know the last time I did sleep. Otherwise, if I don't wear this machine at night, when I'm supposed to be sleeping, I'm actually drowning in my own fat. High blood pressure, history of gastric bypass.
I'm shocked.
Intestinal malabsorption, vitamin D sufficiency. Because like most gamers,
He's had a gastric bypass before and he's still this large.
I hate the sun. Morbid obesity, major depressive disorder, major anxiety disorder, history of diabetes mellitus, blood pooling in veins, varicose veins.
Blood pooling in dude, how are you not dead?
Degeneration of lumbar or lumbosacral intervertebral disc. That means my back don't work so good. History of basal cell carcinoma, that's cancer. And of course I can't breathe so good, so asthma and allergies as well. So
it is a miracle of science that this man is still alive. This shouldn't be possible. He should not be able to exist with that many conditions. My God, if he had been born even 20 years earlier, he'd be dead.
It's a waiting game now, and it's just about making the best of it. Just enjoy what you got when you got it. Sometimes that's a chicken quesadilla.
Oh my God, bro's eating a chicken quesadilla. Oh, he didn't stay with him for the whole 9 months?
Like a documentary that was generally entertaining. You realize, wait a second, everything he says is depressing. Everything he says is like the saddest shit I've ever heard.
Yes, and it's like so self-deprecating, and it's like he says that he's just joking, but in reality he's just like pointing out facts of his life in a joking tone so that he can like fucking cope with it instead of just, I don't know, going to therapy.
And it's just about making the best of it.
This is the first documentary I'm doing. I can't put out a documentary that's this guy the whole time because I don't want my brand new channel to be known as making documentaries about the most depressing people that exist.
Is this his only video? Oh my God, it is. Jesus Christ. This is really well made. This is insanely well made. I'll leave a like. And I'll subscribe too, because holy fuck, I want to see more of this stuff. That's amazing. Oh, that's the wrong tab. That's the wrong tab. That's the wrong tab.
It's just like, what the fuck happened to this guy? What the fuck happened to Boogie?
Well, he's losing what made people originally like him. It could be as simple as just that positive attitude.
Why not use your only life to make the lives around you better? Fuck you, it's none of your fucking business. It's my body, it's my choice, eat shit.
And over time,
yeah, that's a pretty stark contrast. It seems like he's gotten bitter over the years, probably. And like, I'm sure he feels like it might be like a justified bitterness and cynicism, but it's like clearly not. And it just drives away the few people that do still care about him. Does he have like is he bipolar?
we see this shift.
He didn't say that in the list, but it's possible.
I just like making content. I just like talking to a camera. I just like doing cool stuff.
I just want ad revenue. I just want YouTube to pay me a fair amount. It's all I've ever wanted, right?
And his concerns about money.
If I could teach you anything, it's to hold on to the money you get.
Oh, you trying to manipulate people into giving you money?
The answer is yes. Give me some money.
I couldn't be.
That's pretty clear cut. I mean, after making a declaration like that, how do you not lose your entire fucking audience?
More grateful. I couldn't be more grateful to people. What a comment. Thank you.
I'm a walking embarrassment, dude. They do. Look at me. I'm fucking disgusting. Better, I'm a piece of shit. I will never function the way you function.
This guy's never heard of fake it till you make it. He just needs to believe that he is great. But at the same time, he does believe that he is great. The reason he's saying all of these things is because he wants you, the audience, to tell him he's not a piece of shit. That he is a good person. That he is, like, beautiful in his own way. And that he's making great content, spreading positivity. But that's just not, it's simply just not what he's doing. He just wants you to tell him that's what he's doing. That's why he's like, I'm such a piece of shit, I'm such a fat fuck, and then I should just die, right? I should just die.
It's not possible.
That's why if you're griping to your viewers, if you're complaining to your subscribers, I mean, that just leaves a sour taste in people's mouths.
I think my window's closing. And if it's not closing already, it's already closed.
Right, so if there was money to be made in making people feel depressed, I think Boogie would be in the right business.
Like, that's just my life philosophy at this point. Just face down in the mud. That's pretty much how we live our lives.
What a sad sack of shit. An unexpected medical bill?
Like, I have to sell this place. I have to...
I'm sorry, an unexpected medical bill. No. You got medical treatment. You fully expect the medical bill, right? You didn't just think they'd forget about you? They didn't just think they'd be like, you're Boogie. You're fine. You can get out of here.
I have to tap into the equities to survive. Like, that's the last of my money. And
a $650 medical bill isn't even that much. I mean, in terms of medical bills, as somebody who hasn't gone to the doctor in years because of the price of medical bills, that's just like an ER visit. I guess ER does count as unexpected.
There are plenty of different content creators that have various mental illnesses all over social media. And some just say, it is what it is, and this is what I'm going to do. Boogie tends to be really obsessed with this idea that it's favorable to have people feel sorry for you, and that kind of victim mentality where you can get further in life.
He has a victim complex.
People have compassion on you regardless of the reason they're doing it.
I look awful. If I look like I've been through hell over the last couple of days, it's because I have been. Most notably, I ruined my body. Like Jerry, I ruined my own career. Maybe it was the imposter syndrome. Maybe it's because
Jesus Christ.
It's been a method of, I think covert narcissism is the right phrase. Like, oh, look at how pathetic I am. You should feel sorry for me. You would never be mean to me because I'm so pathetic, right?
And like the self-awareness is supposed to make you think that he's changing, but he's just not. He's just he's using therapy speak to like try and manipulate you into thinking that he knows how to get better, he knows what he has to do to be better, and that he is doing it, and that you need to give him grace. It's just fucking bullshit. It's like a guy who went to therapy once, listened to what the therapist was saying, to like weaponize it against everyone who was talking. It's exactly, I don't know. It's just fucking, it's annoying.
So fat, I'm so weird, I'm so goofy, I'm such an old man, I grew up in an abusive family and an abusive home. The amount of pain that's in my head and my heart is
So vulnerable narcissism has a number of characteristics. A person can be considered a vulnerable narcissist without having them all. So with vulnerable narcissism or covert narcissism, we see pessimism.
I feel defeated and confused and lost all the time.
But at the same time, I don't even know if he's drawing this parallel so that he can get like a diagnosis, so that he can point to that diagnosis and say, well, look, I have a mental illness. You guys need to get off my back about this. It just seems like he's that type of person.
I can't handle this kind of hate. I can't handle these types of attacks. I can't do it.
Reactive anger, so they're not really thinking things through.
Is this what I have to do?
Who goes by Boogie2988 was booked into the jail this morning.
Need for admiration.
Can I get a round of applause?
The self-centeredness.
I think he's just a regular narcissist.
My entire life.
The sense of entitlement.
You guys want to help me pay for my Tesla? Please go ahead and dig deep. I sure would like a free fucking Tesla.
Believing oneself to be special.
How many kids went on to get 4.5 million YouTube subscribers?
One.
Steven Williams!
You're just watching the same things over and over again.
What's up? Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie2988 coming to with the power of the internet. This is my rambling series, my blog series. We're talking about life, the universe, and particularly interesting to me.
Boogie2988.
His fall from grace
Charlie
is so catastrophic.
Not happy about it.
People are sick of the shtick.
Yeah.
And what would you recommend to him now to get his viewers back?
I don't think he's getting his viewers back. I don't think that's
Yeah.
a possibility. I think the only thing to do now is go a different angle.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's possible. I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but
Like, I don't even think he can go from a different angle at this point. He's bringing too much baggage to any table that he sits at. Like, it's not in his favor at all. Like, at this point, he just needs a job, or like to become a fucking consultant. No, he shouldn't even be a consultant because he's clearly not good at that part. He has like, I don't know.
how do you change yourself? Like, viewers,
And he's definitely not getting his
they
viewers
wanna see
back. They
you,
don't.
They want to see what you're interested.
They don't want to see him anymore. They're sick of
I
him.
don't know, you got to get a job. Maybe in this case, stop.
You can get a job at GameStop. Yes, he's gonna get a real job. This is big. This is huge for him. He might actually fucking get out of this.
Don, I'm Boogie, or Steve.
Okay, what do you prefer to be called?
Honestly, probably Steve. Let's go with Steve.
Okay, Steve. No problem. Whatever you prefer. And so
Wait,
you
what's
are
this?
here to-
Probably Steve. Let's... Don, I'm Boogie, or Steve.
So this isn't a job interview.
Don, I'm Boogie, or
It's a staffing agency? Or maybe it is.
Honestly, probably Steve. Let's go with Steve.
Okay, Steve. No problem. Whatever you prefer.
It's like a temp agency. They're trying to find him a job.
Because you are seeking employment.
They're finding a job for him.
seeking out new work
That's what
opportunities.
staffing agencies do,
Tell
right?
me a little bit about your background and where you think you want to go with the experience that you already have.
I did work at a small gaming store back in 2006, 2007. I am disabled, recognized by the state of Arkansas, but also the United States government. There's that. Now, the downside of that is I am extremely depressed, so there's some mental health issues that we bring to the table. And then physically...
That's not... As a very depressed person recognized by the state of Indiana and the United States government, that's not relevant when speaking to a job, unless it affects your job performance, which I doubt it would affect Boogie's job performance at like a GameStop, for example. It's not relevant. It's just another attempt to get fucking pity.
I am morbidly obese. I have no references.
You didn't have to say that. It's obvious. And you don't have to say that you have no references. You just don't bring up your references, you fucking dunce.
No work history.
Didn't you just say that you had a... I'm gonna let play.
No education. And when you Google my name, you might see rumors that I beat my ex-wife and I'm also a pedophile. Should mention I'm also a felon.
Okay, so he's a self-sabotaging, sad sack of shit. That's what we've learned. That's what this is. He doesn't want a job. He doesn't want to get out of this situation. He just wants people to fucking feel sorry for him. Why on earth would you fucking bring that up in a job interview? Maybe the felon part. If you are a felon, maybe bring that up during the job interview. Or even, yeah, definitely bring that up during the job interview, because I'm pretty sure that has to get, like, cleared by people, maybe, depending on where you live. But why would you bring up the fact that if you Google my name, you might see rumors that I'm a pedophile and that I beat my ex-wife? Bro, they weren't gonna Google your name. They weren't gonna do that. No fucking job does that. They weren't even gonna look at your Facebook profile, dude. Why? Just shut your fucking mouth. Oh my god.
What's the nature of your felony?
Aggravated assault.
How old is it?
About 2 years.
Okay. So I think there are some avenues you could explore. I definitely don't think it's impossible, but you have some challenges.
Yeah.
Lots of things in life are about your mindset, and you're using weight and disability. I can't. If that is the attitude that you're going to have when you approach everything, then you can't, and you won't.
I did work in the porn industry for the better part of 7 years, so I mean...
Okay, one, what was Boogie doing in the porn industry? And two, that's not relevant. That's not at all relevant. That's not relevant at all. You just wanted to bring that up as this is a little fun fact about me. Shut your fucking mouth.
Be real with me. Do you really think it would be a good idea to go to a real interview and reference porn?
It depended on the job, I would think. Like, at a strip club, maybe.
This dude is fucking stupid.
What would you think his chances are here of getting employment in the next?
I don't know if it's his, like, content brain or what. Like, would he do that if the camera wasn't on him?
We would have to seek corporate approval for that sort of charge.
Is it because he pointed the gun at the guy who showed up at his house?
Ultimately be the ones to make the decision as to whether or not we would feel comfortable presenting someone like that to our clients. We would feel comfortable presenting someone like that to our clients.
450 pounds.
Violent felonies, violent crimes, or sexual crimes.
Hey, Mike. Listen, dude. I know we're making this documentary and everything, and I know you think I need to get a real job, but I just want to let you know I'm not going to. I'm not going to walk into some job when I have 4 million subscribers on YouTube. I'm one of the original YouTubers. What I'm going to do instead is go back to making content, go back to telling stories and entertaining people and making money doing it. You want to check back with me in a couple...
I fucking feel Mike on this. Oh my god, what a self-sabotaging fucker. Like, how narcissistic, how fucking egotistical, how self-centered of you to be like, hey Mike, I'm just you had like really good advice and it honestly probably would have saved my life and kept me from going bankrupt, but fuck you. I have 4 million subscribers. None of them watch my videos, but I have them, so surely maybe I should probably deserve views. What a piece of shit. I'm shocked that he's divorced. I'm shocked he has an ex-wife.
Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Good job.
Yeah, so I mean, things aren't great. People are still mad at me on YouTube. My view numbers are pretty.
He has 4 million subscribers, Mike. Mike, he has 4 million subscribers. And in 3 months, he lost 50,000, and now he's in the gutter.
Much close to zero. I'm having trouble breaking
Stupid
10K on an upload
piece
right now.
of shit.
And not everything is bad. I've got at least one good thing going on. Can I show you? So this is Desi.
This is all I know about him. Is that he has a very young girlfriend. Yep.
I don't know what it was. It was, I guess it's his energy, his curly
His
hair.
energy?
I must be into nerds. It's
His fucking energy? Dude, he has no energy. He literally physically can't have any. He's stuck. He's couch logged. He's disabled. Like, he doesn't have an energy to him. He can't go anywhere, bro.
I don't know. He's just adorable to me. I like him. He was going through a lot, and I randomly hit him up on Instagram, and I told him that I support him and that I'm always here for him and stuff. And so it started from there.
On paper, it just doesn't really add up, right? It doesn't.
I hate
sense on
this.
paper, but then practice and in reality, there was just something there.
So it was pretty crazy, but I just felt it. I felt an energy connection to him before I even met him, and I don't know. That's just.
And it makes it even worse that it's like such a parasocial relationship. She obviously like was connected to him and his content for some fucking reason beforehand. And he is again taking advantage of somebody's fucking kindness. And they just want to make him better.
And then the longer we spent talking, I don't know, eventually you just realize we're the same person, doing the same thing, living the same lives, just at different stages. And
I can.
You're the same. Sir, you are almost 50 years old. You are an almost 50-year-old man. And you're like, I am the same person as this 20-year-old. When are you gonna grow up? When do you grow up at that point? When are you going to mature? When are you supposed to hit like a second puberty at 60? Is that why he doesn't want to reach that age?
See myself getting married to Boogie.
I could definitely see us getting married. In fact, we may or may not have talked about it a little bit, and we may or may not sit around fantasizing about it and thinking about what it's going to look like. And I called you wifey the other day, and you loved it. You were so there for it. If I proposed right now on camera, what would you do?
I'd say yes.
This is sick. This is like making me uncomfortable. Of course she would say yes, dude. Like, she's a fan. She is a fan.
That's a good sign.
Boogie has improved my life tremendously. He just makes me happy, the happiest I've ever been. And I'm not alone, and so that he just completes me. Growing up without a father figure has its challenges.
I don't mean to be mean, and I really don't. I really don't. But this does kind of sort of explain everything. Like, has there been like a study done on this? Because it does seem kind of prevalent. It's giving my mom and dad energy, you know?
Like, you just don't have that support system that you would, and the advice that you need, and so it's just difficult.
I should mention my dad was 15 years old and my mom was born.
Maybe that's why I have stuffed animals. I don't ever want to be alone, and so it's just nice to have company. And I help with the dogs. I get him water. Like whatever he wants and requests.
She's his caretaker. Got it.
He takes care of me. So.
Got it. He couldn't afford a caretaker, so he got a fan to move in with him.
Out here, so because like. It makes it look better. Trying to trim down these vines, but I'm not doing a good job. I don't do this very much.
You know, I used to have a theory, Mike, that if you are a 40-year-old man and you have a Snapchat, that means you're a creepy dude. Turns out my theory was right. I have a Snapchat, and I am a creepy dude.
Why are you proud of that? Why are you fucking proud of that, man? Why are you saying that like that is an achievement? Like, yes, he is correct. If you're a 40-year-old man and you have a Snapchat, you're a creep. And he is a 40-year-old man with a Snapchat who is a creep. But why would you proclaim it? Why would you shout it from the rooftops in a fucking SpongeBob-esque I am ugly and I am proud type deal? Like, what the fuck is that?
I found that person and they happen to be 20, and I get that it's creepy to date somebody
It is
your age or younger.
Yeah, why would you do that?
People can call me creepy if they want. If she's happy and I'm happy, then I will be the biggest creep you need me to be. As long as her and I are happy.
You couldn't have met like a 40-year-old woman who makes you just as happy?
Sexually, we both seem to be having an excellent.
Oh, I think this might be it. This might be it. I gotta transition.
I would say that it's the best I ever had. What? You were.
You're. Yeah, this is the part. Oh my god, they're in the fucking bath. Oh god. How long does this go on for? They're just making out in the bathtub? What the fuck? Okay, it's over, thank god. That was fast. What the hell? And he bought $50 tickets, $27 drinks.
A samurai on vacation.
Smart guy.
I was gonna ask if you could see it, but.
In the front here, and I think, what are you, a YouTuber or something?
Yeah, I've been on YouTube for about 17 years.
You've been on YouTube for 17 years.
4 million subscribers.
Okay, and this is your girlfriend, who is much younger than you, is suspiciously.
She's an adult.
Did they tell the comedians about this? Because I really hope they did. I really hope.
You know, it's never good when you say, well, she's an adult. Is this a trafficking situation? You keep looking at him and never answering the question.
Of course, you can hear Boogie going, hey, knock it off, man. We came to a comedy show. You can't make fun of us at a comedy show. You can't make fun of our comically large age difference at this comedy show. Why are you laughing? You're laughing. I have a 20-year-old girlfriend. I'm 49 years old, and you're laughing.
I hate it when people single us out. I hate it when people like.
We're gonna do that though. It's to be expected. You're right.
You sat in the front fucking row, dude. You sat in the front row of a comedy show. You're 450 pounds. You have a 20-year-old girlfriend. You're 49 years old. What is not to... You're... The only way to have been more singled out is if you both walked in there with high-vis vests on, like you were about to do fucking construction. There was no other way to be more spotted. And, like, when the dude asked you if you were a YouTuber, you didn't go, no. You could have just said that. You could have just said no. You could have just claimed to not be the guy who, when you Google his name, people think beat his ex-wife and is a pedophile. And I'll add, having a 20-year age gap, not helping that claim.
Fuck him, right?
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that comedian for making fun of our comically large age difference.
He's not manipulating me. I love him for him. He doesn't control me. We're a team. He supports me in everything I do and everything I want. He's my support system.
This is sad. I respect Mike so much for being able to stay.
Let me get a McCrispy Deluxe combo. Make it large.
What do I think about his dire financial situation? I think it's scary.
Yeah, what's so scary about it?
That he might lose it all in a day. He might just be homeless one day, but...
He literally could lose it all in a day. He's $200. He hasn't gained any money.
Okay, if we end up back on disability, and it's me, you, and Chad living in some small apartment, and we're eating McDonald's every day, and that's treating ourselves. You gonna be able to handle that?
Yeah,
You
I guess
stay in
it's
that?
me, you, Chad, eating McDonald's every day in our small, cute apartment.
Because, I mean, I'm hopeful that people will go back to watching us on YouTube. I'm hopeful that people will, like, you know, I can go back to live streaming full time again.
So... just has, like, no perception of reality at all. Just fucking ridiculous. How on earth can you... Oh, sweet. Hey, thanks for the follow. We just hit the follower goal. Awesome. Hey, how's it going? I was just talking about how fucking crazy it is that Boogie's dating this 20-year-old girl and talking about eating McDonald's every day. Like, what the fuck? And he's like, I don't know where all this money's going, dude. I'm just eating McDonald's every single day and making no money. And I just really hope people will keep going back and watching us on YouTube. And it's like, Taco Bell makes more sense as a fast food go-to if you're gonna be eating it every single day, because like at least they actually like you can do like dollar menu stuff that fills you up. Like just get $2 burritos and you're good. But like at McDonald's, he's ordering these full, huge, large meals for $14-15 and just like shocked his money's disappearing.
Do like 6-hour live streams like every other streamer, and like
it's like I just really hope I've changed nothing about my content, but I really hope people go back and keep watching me, even though there's a reason people stop fucking watching you.
As long as I have you, that's all I need.
And it's so manipulative that she's a fan of his, and he's like, you just want to live in an apartment with me? She should be living in an apartment, dude. She's 20.
I'm broke.
You're broke.
I'm broke, yeah.
4 million subscribers.
He's divulging so much information to this comedian.
Sell the house. I'm still gonna be by his side. He's the only one that I love and I care about, and there's only one of them. And so I'm not just gonna up and leave him for money, because money's an issue.
He's like shocked that the comedian's singling him out. He's sitting in the front row. He's answering every question with like his full fucking chest and giving away so much information. Why, like, it just, oh my god. He's literally begging people to make fun of him and then crying when people make fun of him.
Imagining a life without him is difficult.
He's making this 20-year-old girl cry. That's sad.
In the next 2 or 3 years on her, that's just gonna ruin her life. I really.
The only 50-year-old man that should be making a 20-year-old cry is their father.
Actually get it. But this is my health summary. This is everything that's currently wrong with me. My risk for stroke or heart attack is astronomical. I am essentially a walking time bomb.
And that's why you should be eating McDonald's every day in a small apartment. Because you are gonna have a stroke at any moment.
Yeah, I know. I'll never be ready for it, but I know. I don't want you to be alone.
I don't think I feel bad for these people. She literally sought him out when his content is based around
Keeps telling me the same thing. When you learn to love yourself, all these things will fall into place.
like him being such a sad sack of shit. And she's like, I just won't ever be ready for when this sad sack of shit dies. When he's been talking about dying for the last 10 years.
Telling me that I'm the one that has to fix it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I gotta back it up, I talk too much.
Bypass surgery. You lost to. Then I turned to my doctor.
Jesus Christ, keep coming back.
Overcoming it. My therapist keeps telling me the same thing. When you learn to love yourself.
This dude's a therapist? Is he just not talking to them?
Then I turned to my doctor and I'm like, what do we do? He's like, you've had bypass surgery. You lost 200 pounds. What more can I do for you? I'm like, fix it, dude. Help fix it. And then they're telling me that I'm the one that has to fix it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
They've done all they can, man. They have done all they can to help you. They cannot make you start eating a fucking head of lettuce on your own. That's on you. That's your choice. You got the bypass surgery. They've given you pamphlets. I know they have. I know they've given you pamphlets.
Making less and less every month, and I'm scared shitless.
Your doctor is not going to be able to give you money. I promise you that too. And your therapist also not going to be able to give you money. But your therapist is, if you actually talk to them and you like tell them the truth, but I'm assuming because he's a narcissist, he physically cannot tell them the truth, that it's just fucking pointless. He's, again, spending money on a therapist, spending money on doctors for him to just not listen to them. He just thinks they can wave a magic wand.
Hey, so Mike.
Oh, shit.
And he has a boxing event coming.
I forgot about this entirely. He fought like Wings of Glory, right? Dude, you know you're in good graces when you're hanging out with Keemstar and Wings of Glory.
People are going to see me win this thing. This is where I turn it all around. Right here.
Does he lose? I don't remember. Did he lose? He lost. Just loss after loss. Are they even hitting hard? I mean, no, they're big guys. Even like not punching a lot. Hard, not punching a lot, punching hard. There's still a lot of weight behind it.
Here in this house.
Made 10,000. He'll waste it in 2 days.
Spent more than 10,000 getting that fight together. So by the time all that was done, all I did was put that $10,000 back into savings. Being in the new relationship is great.
Did he really need to spend $350 on boxing shorts? He's a big guy. He needs them custom made. It makes sense, I guess. Maybe. Sure. Whatever. But let's see. Physical therapy. Okay, definitely needs that. Boxing lessons. Probably didn't need those. I doubt either of them really did Did a lot of technique fighting. $2,000 in meals seems pretty excessive for one trip. Did not need to be in that expensive of a hotel either. I don't know too much about. Gloves and wraps seem fine though. But he needs, I'm assuming he needs more than one seat on a plane, and it's both ways. Definitely didn't need that. So he could have cut down on so much of that cost. He could have at least netted 2,000.
Being in the new relationship is great, but I mean, she can't help pay a $2,200 mortgage.
No, she can't.
Okay,
And she also doesn't know enough about finance to be able to help you in your financial situation like your ex-wife was able to. That's why you should have hired a financial advisor as soon as your wife handed you divorce papers.
$500 for the medical bills. I have $500
Because you are an irresponsible man-child.
Physical therapies, labs constantly.
Okay, let's see.
For the car that I drive, I still have to pay for car insurance. I still have to pay for health insurance. Diablo 4 came out. I had to buy it.
I had to buy it. What the fuck? Putting Diablo 4 on the same list as like your physical therapy, your doctor's visits, your medical bills, your car payment is absolutely insane. That's asinine. You do not need Diablo 4. You could have waited. Also, might I add, there's fucking, you can torrent it. You don't need to buy it. You can get that game. Let me find it right now. I bet I can find it. I won't bring it up on stream because I'm not gonna, you know, get that website shut down. But let me find Diablo 4 for free. I found it. I found Diablo 2 and Diablo 2 Resurrected, Diablo 2 Complete Edition, and Diablo plus Hellfire as well. Yeah. So, I hate to say it, man, but you did not need to spend $70 on Diablo 4.
Final Fantasy 16 came out. I had to buy it. Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom is the only one that'll maybe give him a pass. No, you can find ROMs for that too. I know you can because I've figured it out. I just don't have a Switch. He also Final Fantasy 16 I saw on that fucking same website that I just saw Diablo 4 on.
Came out. I had to buy it. That's $400 for the video games right there. But if you take out all of it, you take it out.
He's like selling his collectibles and then turning around and immediately buying either more collectibles or just more video games with it instead of spending it on his bills.
Every day.
He's an addict.
All I do is sit.
He needs like
Netflix,
rehab.
All I pay for is internet, utilities, medical bills, mortgage. If I pay for just that, I need $7,000 a month. I'm not making $7,000 a month, and I have no clue how to do it.
By getting a job. Not owning 7 arcade machines. Not drinking a soda every single, like a case of soda every day.
There's a lot of research that came out of Europe, and now we're doing it here in the United States, where psychedelics can help reset certain brains. People who experience childhood abuse, people who've gone through trauma.
He's not open to therapy, but he is open to taking mushrooms. I'll give him that. That can be super helpful. I will say, psychedelics, yeah, they'll open your mind, bro.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Let's just hope he isn't
I'm all of those. To be honest,
walled off.
Scared shitless. It's one of the only.
That's not good. That's not great.
So let's give it a shot.
Okay, that maybe wasn't.
My given name is Ryan Arthur DiLeolio, and I've adopted the name Flaming Star. There's one thing that's undeniable, is that there's always this question about why. Why am I here? Existence. What's really happening? Who am I? That's what happens when you seek out hallucinogenics. It's going to allow everything else physically here to relax. The emotional stuff is going to come out, trauma is going to come out, but afterwards your atoms are going to go back into their original positions. That's why. He'll be mind, body.
I am interested to see how Boogie can deal with a psychedelic trip.
When you get to a certain point of understanding inside your intellect mind, that connectivity, you realize your hands are basically like USB ports.
So these are they. It's crazy to think that something that just grows out of the ground has so much power, and I'm actually holding in my hand right now.
They don't hold that much power. You have all the power, bro.
They don't taste bad. Honestly,
That's
that doesn't taste too bad.
a lie.
They're pretty good and dry. Everybody just says kind of earthy.
Stem and all.
Oh, the whole thing, yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the.
He's like, no, it doesn't taste bad. And he's like gulping down water and more water and more water to get it down faster. He's not even chewing it. He's just like straight up swallowing it. He's like, no, this is really good. This is really good. Really good. Really good. Really good. Mushrooms taste like shit, bro. Just accept it.
May God bless you and be with you on your journey.
Psilocybin mushrooms taste like shit. Regular mushrooms are sick. They're awesome. Got the Crocs out.
So, I think we've been about 20 minutes in.
About 15, yeah.
About 15. So we're about 15 minutes in, and I started to feel
You're a liar.
things are kind of wavy and kind of disconnected. It's kind of like my brain works on multiple channels, and like I have to pick and choose what I'm concentrating on. I have driven balls. I have no clue where the fuck I am or even who I am. And I don't give a fuck. I recognize.
He's about to experience the second part of the realization of letting go. And we're going to get to the other side of it. I told you they'd come. It's going to get nice and bright in about 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
And the reflection in the water is really cool too. So what do you think was the first trauma that you experienced which basically set up like a defense mechanism for you?
Man, yeah, my parents are just crazy. They're broken people.
Parents?
Yeah. Stewards. People who are like trying to oh, okay.
He's taking a while to get to the point. This is frustrating.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
What?
You're not... Okay. He's having a conversation in his head. I get it.
I mean, that shit doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. That was the dumbest shit. Oh, and it happened so long ago.
Jesus Christ, he's obnoxious.
Like, I've just been waiting.
He's like more obnoxious when he's high.
For the right time to just drop that shit.
So,
I'm realizing now I'd be a terrible trip sitter.
Separate personality.
I'm totally cool taking mushrooms and just sitting in my room by myself, walking around the house, just being my own person, shutting my fucking mouth.
Right? Like, I didn't know what the hell. I didn't know how to communicate what I was dealing with or what I was going through, and I just.
Right. We put on these different faces in order to deal with situations in society.
You try to give people what the hell they want.
And then you felt like that was the need to make up Francis or other personalities?
Yeah.
Are you ready to let all that go?
Yeah, please, man.
I don't even really know if I
This is the first time I've ever
believe that he's tripping.
What? Happiness. Like, this is a
He's just like such a fucking liar and narcissist that I would completely believe that he just didn't take enough mushrooms.
Because you are the master of your own orchestra, man.
It's a game, right?
So it's up to you to choose.
And I imagine next day, you know,
Get up. Hello?
nothing's gonna change at all. He's gonna be the same Fucking guy. How the fuck do you hear your alarm with a CPAP machine on? That's a genuine question. How do you do that? How do you listen to an alarm? How do you hear an alarm with a CPAP machine? What? Do you wake up if you need to? Will I still hear my alarms? I have 3 to get me up in the mornings when I'm using CPAP. I still hear my alarm. Okay. Alright. So it doesn't seem like that inhibits it? It's just always, like, when I remember being around my grandma, she had like, sleeps with a CPAP machine. I couldn't hear a goddamn thing. I would have to leave the room to sleep. She would try to set up a little bed for me on the floor, and I, fuck no. There's like a chainsaw going off in the room.
Really here yet.
Daily do. Gotta wake up with that daily do.
That's changed. Jesus. Oh, guys. Let's go. It's just all bullshit. Like, none of this matters. None of it. It's all a construct. It's all a simulation. It's all a...
Please tell me he's gonna, like, give up and sell all of his stuff now.
You know when you die, I think I died last night. Physically, my body was fine, but I think I went back into the void we come from, and I think I'm still in it, except I'm also...
I hate to be that guy, but that's just not how fucking mushrooms work. That is just not how... He's like describing like an ayahuasca trip, or like just like he smoked DMT for the first time. That's just not how mushrooms work at all. He's playing it up completely. He's like still trying to act like he's on mushrooms too. That's just... he's so full of it.
So in this physical corporal body, but I'm also the incorporeal being that puppets it and controls it, and god damn it, I feel like I'm in control. I feel like I'm in control of myself for the first fucking time.
And that's why you didn't wake up on time? He is very sensually brushing his teeth. Let's go back.
The stuff that I normally worry about. The stuff that I normally worry about. I worry about my finances, worrying about my internet, worry about what people think about me. It's also incredible.
Why is he doing it so fucking
It's
slow?
all just bullshit. I think I'm gonna enjoy making YouTube videos again. I think I'm going to
Oh my
make live
god, he was enjoying that.
Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube.
He loves brushing his teeth.
When I make a video,
I would too if I had veneers like those.
20,000 people watch. That is still my
Fucking go.
job. Everybody falls off. That's part of the deal.
Every single month. He had tons and tons.
You start off as a nobody, and for a short period of time you're a somebody, and then that star burns out like every star does. I was lucky enough to get hit by lightning. I was lucky enough to get to live my dream. I was lucky enough to get to enjoy all of that, play this game the way I wanted to play it. I'll be gone one day too. But for one brief moment, we got an opportunity to shine really bright.
No shit, Boogie's still broke. He just accepted that he wasn't gonna get a real job. He wasn't... God damn, he did everything? This was a solo production? I mean, not solo. There's Gen Z marketing. This was really good. This was really well put together. This should not have ended up on YouTube. This should be on like I don't know. This should be submitted to some film festivals, but I think being on YouTube first disqualifies it from a lot of them.
You genuinely believe that I could make the comeback?
I did when I showed up.
He also reminds me of McJuggernuggets. He kind of looks like McJuggernuggets now. That's not an insult. He looks like he's just like a normal guy.
He got pretty mad because he can't find his Mountain Dew, and I gotta be honest, the funniest part is he tried to find the Mountain Dew in the microwave. Oh my god.
That was fucking excellent. That was that was really good. That made me feel, I mean, everything the documentary is supposed to. I learned everything I needed to about him, and yeah, Boogie is like destined to be broke and sad and miserable for the rest of his life, just because of the nature of who he is.